and welcome, and we are back with another match in the Knights. And Bowlham! And it's a no ball! Ha 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 ho! He bowls him out, and in between Anmol, the match official, he signals it's a no ball. Just look at that ball closely. Caught an inside edge and straight onto the stumps. And in between it's a no ball. And even though he cuts ball on the next ball as well, but it's a free hit and he may be run out. The ball just hits the stumps directly. And umpire signals the soft dismissal is not out. Royal Warriors against Royal Kings. It's Royal Warriors who are just batting at the moment. And Tanish Rana has got the ball in his hands. Lavitra Kaul and Mayank Ban are the two frontline opening batsmen pair out there in the middle. Here goes Tanish. That's pick-up shot. That's picked nicely. And he has picks the gap well. Make sure he hits over the head of the bowler and the ball dances away for 4 runs. That was a lovely shot. And it will make him feel quite comfortable now. 6 on the board for no loss. And we are having kids out there in whites and with pink ball going on. It's once again Bharat Premier League for you. And now I guess it's going to be an exhibition match. And a good ball at Bowlham! That's bowled! What a lovely ball! Down to the leg stump, black hole. Just shuffles across. He misses and Tanish Rana hits the sticks. It's 6 for 1 now. And we could see a late sea movement. And he's not a happy man. He managed to pick up a boundary. And now he goes back to the pavilion with his head down. Let's see who is the new man who walks down to the center for Royal Warriors. He's Darpan. Tanish Rana is a very happy man. Here he goes, right arm over. Good ball. And he just plays it down to the square leg region and easy pickings. It's 7 for 1. So far only one boundary. But coming back to that first ball of the game. He was bowled, he was knocked over, but that was a no ball. But still we believe it's a very good comeback from Tanish. In he moves down the leg stump through his bats. It turns out to be a dot ball, no runs. Last ball of the first over coming up. Royal Warriors and Royal Kings having this match That should be a wide, I guess not. An umpire having a close look. That's the end of over. One gone. Winning the toss and batting first, Royal Warriors are 7 for 1. And Thanao Tikku now is being introduced into the bowling attack. And he's going to bowl right arm over. Lovely style he has. And he just starts off with a wide. Just needs to adjust his line. And he needs not to wave off down the leg stump. Especially having the shorter format of T10, you need to quite control on your lines and lengths. You can't afford too many extras, especially bowling first. In he goes. That's a good ball coming into the batsman. He was playing across the line. Lucky for him that the ball wasn't in the line. It was missing the leg stump, or else he could have been given LBW straight away. And eventually Tharpan must be a very blessed man. And now it's a very good comeback from Thanao Tikku. This is Bharat Premier League under the banner of Rising Athletes, and we are here from Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu. And these kids playing under the floodlights, that too at this very young age. Having this kind of experience, playing right at the moment under the lights of this very Maulana Azad Stadium, that is something, I tell you, quite extraordinary and quite a wonderful stuff, and a very, very important platform for all these. Bowled! What a ball! Absolutely swinging late in here, played across the line. You miss, I'm gonna hit you. And Thanao Tikku strikes in his very first over. And Royal Warriors struggling with 9 for 2 now. And I can tell you, Alpha Production Jammu, they are doing a fantastic job. Just catching some wonderful clicks over here. Just capturing the memories. Mr. Adil, wonderful lensman of Alpha Production Jammu. And I tell you, alongside Mr. Adil, we have got some more camera personnels from Alpha Production Jammu. And they have been doing a very, very toiling hard work since the very morning. And capturing all those beautiful moments out here at Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu. And we are so grateful to Alpha Production Jammu coming here and just capturing all the moments in the frames beautifully. Thank you, Alpha Production Jammu, and Mr. Adil. He has been doing a wonderful job. New batsman who comes down to the middle is Saver Raina. And not a good beginning for Royal Warriors. 2 down with just 9 runs on the board, and we're in over number 2. This man, this kid is a gem. Has got a good swing, especially air swing, and that's a wayward line down the leg stump. That's a white ball. And extras, I tell you, needs to be controlled very, very quickly. And now with that extra, the score moves on to the double figures. Now it's 10 for 2. Once again, he moves in with no slips. And again, coming in, aiming to play it on the onside. Just look at the style, look at his run up, look at his balance, look at the release. That is something unique. Absolutely a wonderful job. These kids playing under the floodlights over here at Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu, and if they keep on playing with such basic facilities provided at this very young age, they will turn out to be some future stars for India, and especially for Jammu. Once again, a fuller length ball, fuller length. He isn't playing with full face, he isn't playing with straight plate, he's playing across. And you can't be successful always when you place across the line. And these are dot balls on the trot. 10 for 2. It's a full toss, low full toss. Plays it nice, plays it in gaps. It will be surely cut off. And can't stop the batsman for coming back for 2 runs. Another double. And takes the total on to 12 now. Alpha Production Jammu. And their lensman, I tell you, absolutely using the lens in a very, very nice way. We're so grateful to Alpha Production Jammu. Once again in goes Tano. Full toss. Picked the length, picked the full toss nicely and picks the boundary. That's a boundary to finish. Just watched his ball, it was a full toss and he swings his bat nicely. And he picks up a boundary to finish the over number 2. It will be 16 for 2. And they're going at a run rate of 8 runs per over. Back with the second over, and that's way outside top stump. That's not a good length at all. It starts off with a wide. 17 for 2 now. Anmol, the standing umpire of this match, Bharat Premier League kids category, and comes up with another wide, back-to-back wides. It's going to be 18 for the loss of 2 wickets now. And Mayank and Savirena. Still Mavi yet to open his account, has faced 4 balls so far. And Savirena has played a wonderful shot, a boundary as well. It is on a half a dozen. Now this man changes his wickets. Aryan Pandita comes around the stumps now. That's again a wide. Way, way, way outside the off stump. 3 wides on the trot. And it's called hat-trick of wides. And if we talk about the toss, it was Royal Kings. They won the toss and they opted to field first, allowing the opponents to bat first. So far, even though we have got 2 wickets at the very top, and these 2, I believe, now getting some good control on the runs. Another run, and it will be 19 for the loss of 2 wickets now. Earlier in the women's category, Sharda Titwal Mata Cricket Club defeating Rising Himalayans Women in Blue in a massive victory, and it was 8 wickets. Sharda Titwal Mata Cricket Club and entering to the semi-finals. Aryan Pandita now round the stumps. This one way outside the off stump. Umpire having a close look, and he comes with the decision quite late. It It's another wide. He has been bowling wides, and he has been absolutely straying outside the off stump. And he need to just completely come back onto the control of his line and length. That's a full toss. That's played nicely. That's played in the gaps, and that's played for 4. Bowling full toss quite often, and all you need to do is just present the direction and picking the gap nicely. And Sabir Raina, I was telling you, is looking quite good now, helping himself with the second boundary. And he goes on to the double figures. It's quite difficult for the bowlers to grip the ball, as there might be a dew factor as well, and it's very cold as well out there in the centre. And it's very biting, very chilly. Especially these kids playing under the Fulham lights. I believe the experience for them is something for the very first time. And it may be quite difficult for them to adjust to these things. But overall, it's a very good revolution brought by the game of cricket, especially rising athletes. Spawn played on the onside and played for single. There was a good throw, but he made his ground. No damage done. 25 for 2 now. Had it been interacted, there could have been something different scenario. Next ball played nicely down to the covers. And the runs are coming thick and fast. Just look at the score and look at Aaron Pandita's this over. Even though we find 3 wides, it's turning out to be a very, very long over. And he is now getting ready. He's got 2 balls left still, and the run rate, if we talk about, it's working nicely. And it's around 10 runs per over. Nice shot. And that was a full length. He just swings it onto the onside and comes up with another boundary. Just watch the shot. Beautifully picks the lengths. And it just picks the gap well. And this will make them feel quite comfortable. It's 30 for 2 now. This over is turning out to be expensive. Just look at that. 14 so far with 1 bowl spare. And Aaron Pandita has to really come stronger with his line and length. Projected score, it's mentioning that they will go 106 if they go on with the run rate that's going on at the moment over 10. It's going to be a 10 over format. It's going to be 10 over game from each side. And Sabir Raina 15, and he has played some delightful strokes. And Mayank Bhan is still very silent. He hasn't allowed and let his bat to sing. In the meantime, Mayank Bhan might be hit on his elbow. That's why he's been given a bit of a physio. Royal Warriors asked to bat first by Royal Kings. Just keeping in mind winning the toss and allowing to chase, especially with the lights under on, and would think to just the batting would be quite easy to bat in the next half. That's why they believe on. Aaron Pandita still has a ball to go. He just conceded 14 of this over, and that's turning out to be quite expensive. And is bowling round the stumps with no slips at all. That's wrapped on the pad. But he was bowling round the stumps. That angle may saving him with the help of 8 extras. 3 gone. Royal Warriors, after losing the toss, opted. They were asked to bat first. They're 30 for 2. Raina, let's see whether he will be back to the ball. And he has bowled 1 over, he has conceded 6. This is over number 4 started, and it started, I guess, with a no ball. And let's see what will be the approach of Xavier Reina to this ball, and missed straight outside the off stump. Xavier Reina with the jersey number 7, and having the white uniform, the pink ball. These kids and having such kind of platform provided to them by rising athletes in the former Bharat Premier League. And that's a very, very good opportunity for them to cash in. And plays it down straight to the covers. And they are through for a single. .34 for 2. Tanish Reina, he picked up the wicket. And he's bowling nice, even though he has got for some runs in his previous over. This time leaving the crease and gone. He was coming down the wicket, and the ball just keeping low and just went on to hit the leg stump. And the wicket number 3 goes down for Royal Warriors. Mayank Ban departs for 3. And Royal Warriors find 34 for 3 now. Can't understand if he was out on that last ball. I guess maybe. That one is played straight to the point region, and they will be through for another single. And we are in over number 4. This is going to be 10 overs game each side. And the current run rate just over 10. The projected score will be over 100 if they go on with the same. And the runs are coming absolutely thick and fast. Tanish Reina into the second over of his quota, and overall it's going to be over number 4. Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu, under the floodlights. Beautiful views. Just look at these excellent scenes. These are some fabulous moments to really cherish for ages and ages to come. Full toss on the pads, worked nightly. And just look at the batsman who just slips off. He could have tried to come back for the second, but he slipped. And just settled for only a single. This ball coming up of the 4 is 38 for 2. And Tanish Reina comes up with the last ball. Bowled 2 no balls, and he's getting ready to bowl to Mayank, and this time plays it up in there, just short of the gully. On a misfield, but they will just settle for one and a single to finish, with partnership working 30 of 18. It's 40 for the loss of 2. It's 39 for the loss of 2. And in the meantime, we find a change in bowling. It's Suraj, who captain now relies on. And brings him with the ball in his hands. This one has been played and finds a short cover. Oh, on the other end, there could have been a run out. Misses the target. The fielding has been ecstatic. They have been on the toes, very active. Athleticism we can find in the fielders of Royal Kings. And the wicket, they are looking, it's quite desperate for now to be back in the game. Plays it nicely down to the offside and they go through for another run. Makes the total up to 40 for the loss of 2 wickets now. It's no ball, and it's going to be a free hit. It will be 2 runs, 1 extra and 1 with the bat. So free hit to Sabir Rana. 17 of 11, and he will be just trying to just take the full use of that free hit as he's got the license and plays it nicely and plays it. We have to wait for the signal. I guess the ball has gone through. It's a lovely shot and he finds the boundary, and that's called a good use of the license you have. All they need to do is just hit the ball in the gaps, and that is what Sabir Rana did. He's looking good. He's got talent, he's got touch, he's got skills, and it's just all bringing them here in this very important match. It's 45 for 2 now. Goes Suraj, and again plays on the onside. The runs are coming. Coming in a great speed for them. Closing to that half-century mark now. Makes the total onto 46 for 2. And wicket is something that will bring Royal Kings back into the side. And who will be the bowler providing them this kind of a breakthrough? Ball from bowler Suraj. He's just in his very first over. Good solid defense. He was clearing his front leg and he was trying to smash it over cover, but then just goes for the solid defense and plays back along for no runs. This is going to be T10. This is the 14 category. Full toss and plays it once again back. And bowler not able to stop, and that allows the batsman to go for a single to finish. 5 gone. With the run rate approximately to 10. It's 48 for 2 Royal Warriors. halfway stage through. 48 for 2 Royal Warriors after being asked to bat. And I guess, let's see, the captain throws the ball in which and Googie, quite a typical name, and Googie will be the fresh bowler. Projected score does reflect 96 now. And all of a sudden, I feel now it's getting quite cold. With the passion of cricket, passion of game, you can see the kids under whites, half sleeves, pink ball in hand, giving their better percentage of the hard work, showing all their skills, talent, potential, level of capacity and capability they have got, and just giving it a bit of an exhibition. And having such platform of MS Stadium for all these young guns, that is something special. That's left armour, and that's ball down the leg stump. That's gone wide. Wicketkeeper also not able to stop it properly and allowing the batters to come back for the 2. Big mix-up. They will count 2 more runs. So there will be 3 runs on that ball, and it's going to be 51 for 2 now. And Googie starts off actually with a wide. Let's see how strongly will he come back. Again, that's a white ball. Definitely straying down, and so does the wicketkeeper as well. The score is just going nicely. Googie bowling wides. The first 2 have been right down the leg stump. And Googie now decides to come round the stumps, bowling left arm down to Mavic Iqbal and swings it over. And a good stop by Danish. Completely feeling happy for all these kids out there at Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu, and having such a big platform to play and start off their career options as a cricketer. Never easy, and I should say that they should be quite grateful to the thoughts of rising athletes of Jammu and Kashmir for providing them such a wonderful stage to display their skills as a cricketer. Full toss, picked nicely, and picks the gap well. That's a boundary. That's a lovely shot from Saver Rana. And he's not missing out the full tosses. You bowl a full toss, and he will hit you for 4. There you go. For the loss of 2 now. I was telling you this is 10-over cricket match, as we have witnessed many an extra down the leg stump, many white balls being bowled, and you have to be quite controlled and very accurate with your line and length. 6th over in progress, the run rate over 10, almost touching 11. And Royal Kings need to come back stronger, and it can be only done if you pick up a wicket or 2. goes Googie. Good ball. Xavier Rana. Here you see the right-handed batsman having a close eye on the ball, looking closely. And he's just playing wonderful cricket, 27 of 17. And these kids just adding to the boss, adding to the beauty, and adding, I tell you, to that majesty of the game of cricket. Playing under floodlights with such a beauty of the talent being displayed by all these young cricketers at this mere age. And bowled him! What a bowl! Keeping low and doing the job. And look at the celebration of Googie. He's a happy man as he gets the man who was looking dangerous. Xavier Rana departs for 27 of 18. And Royal Warriors are 3 down with 58 on the board. Surprising to see that ball just bowling, having fingers rolling all over. He bowled his back off his hands. Completely deceived Samik Rana on that ball, and he was knocked over. Let's get the new name, and it's Mr. Anmol. Over number 6. Still 4 overs left after this. And this match will go almost up to 11 p.m. Mr. Adil, camera person of Alpha Productions Jammu, doing a fantastic job over there, just capturing all those moments in his frame. And Anmol gets off the mark on the very first ball, takes the total on to 59 for 3. This ball coming up of Googie's over, even though he was expensive, bowled some wides, but then got a very, very important wicket of Xavier Rana. And Mayank Bain will be on the crease now, batting on 8 to 15. Has been a quite silent hitter of the ball. Would love to just accelerate. Let's see whether he accelerates or still waits for some more balls to come. Oh, that's a beamer. That should be a no ball. And that is a no ball. And the bowler should straight away apologize. And the problem with the batsman over there, he was not having his helmet on. Oh, that should have been nasty. That should have been nasty. And thanks, the ball just passed by over his head, straight to the keeper for no runs. It's 60 for 3 with a free hit now. And he just exposes his stumps very early. Misses the ball with the help of 9 extras in 6 overs only. 6 gone, it's 60 for 3. Change in bowling now. We've got Saksham and having variety, having good range of options and is implementing all those options. Captain of Royal Kings, and starts off with another wide. Extra number 20. They have been bowling wides quite a lot, except they have been quite good with their bowls. But if you keep on bowling wides, there are too many, you will have to surely come back with a big runs to chase when you are in the second innings coming back. 61 for 3 and 4 overs still left in the first innings. In goes Saksham and keeps low. Batsman feels completely helpless on that ball, having no bounce, no rise. It's gone through to the keeper. Anmol, a very, very young child, so smiling and so brave-hearted. And he possesses a very, very brave heart. Plays it back along the track. And even though the fielder, bowler himself, got a hand to his but could not stop, and can't stop the batters for changing their ends with one more run to the team. 62 for 3 now. And looking all these kids, it reminds me, if I personally say, it reminds me of my childhood days when I was a very, very good cricketer. I would play there all day long and I would never worry for all the food, all the meals, and stay out there on the field, play cricket with my friends, and gone are those days now. But looking at these young children of such a very mere and young age, especially having this kind of platform provided to them, the venue of Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu, and you can see the family, the parents, father, mother coming to support the awards, the children here. It suggests us how good of a support these young kids are getting at the moment. And overall we can say sports, they're just bringing a revolution in the entire globe. Such is a great spirit of the game. And you will find the support at every nook and corner, every beck and call. Off your parents, gone next ball. Just bringing the ball in, and Anmol playing across. Not close, not coming to the front foot. And exposing his stumps, and he's missed the line completely, and the rest of the job has been done by the Saksham. Just look at that. Nowhere close, no straight, and he's gone. Number 4 departs for Royal Warriors. And it's very cold out here. I can see some spectators are rubbing their hands. And you can see some important members of Rising Athletes. There you go. Under the blankets, under kumbals, I should say, warming themselves up. And here we are, and we are just shivering with biting cold. Just talk about these young kids out there in the middle of the field. You know, that's passion, that's excitement. You know, that's, I believe, their goals, the consideration, the future planning, their dreams. And they're just not going for that cold coming their way. All they believe at the moment is just they want to play the game of cricket. They should be thankful to Rising Athletes of Jammu and Kashmir for providing them this wonderful platform, especially, I tell you, under the lights. That's in itself a big achievement for all these young kids. New batsman, that's Nitin. Full toss. Umpire will have a close look. And is it gonna be a no ball? I guess it should be a no ball, and it is a no ball. It was a beamer. Just watch this closely. Indeed, it's a no ball. About the wickets. And Nitin is a very happy man to have the license to kill the ball. He won't be out except to run out. And he plays it down straight to the bowler for no runs. 7 gone. It's 64 for 4. Suction bowls a very successful over, got a wicket. Let's see who the bowler is now bowling these remaining 3 overs. And talking about the runs, they're very good at their run rate. They're over 9 runs per over. Still they will manage to cross 90. And I guess that will be a very good score on this track, especially where the ball is keeping low. And the batsmen are just feeling completely difficult to just handle the ball. Here goes Suraj now into the second over of his attack. In he goes and keeps low again outside the off stump, and it's a dot ball to start. 2 batsmen out there in the middle. Mayank Banu has been there for 19 balls, batting on 9. Nitin, who just comes after to wicket number 3 in the form of Sabir Rana, is batting on still not opening his account. He's gone for 2 balls. Just let's see how far they will take the scoreboard. The question is, will they cross the 100 mark? And again, keeping low, that should be a wide. Wide number 22. There have been lots of wides being bowled. Had they been quite controlled with their line, with their lengths, and the score could not have reached to this 60s. It could have been under 40, 45. But bowling those wayward lengths and bowling wides, that too many extras. And that is something to look for. Full toss. And he just plays it nicely down to the offside, and they are through for a single and a mispeel. Mispeel will just earn them another run. There was no proper backing. It was not a good throw. And 2 runs to Nitin. He gets off the mark. Takes the total on to 68 now. $68 for 4. And bowled him! What a ball from Suraj! He was not coming in line, just got across. And that was a beauty ball from Suraj. Just look at that ball closely. He got back and bang on the middle wicket. That's a beauty. And Suraj picks up the second. And Royal Warriors lose their 5th. Ah, goodness me, that was a pacey. That was absolutely on the spot. Half the team back to the pavilion for Royal Warriors. And Suraj is a very, very delighted man. Krishna Belowo, and here's the new man who walks down to join Nitin. And just looking at all these kids enjoying their game, enjoying their moments out there in the middle of Maulana Azad Stadium, and the kids watching them will be anxious and eager to get the value and the uses of all these stages provided to these ones. This one has been played nicely. That's in the gaps. That's running beautifully. That's gone through and gets gone for 4. It's a good short square drive from Krishna. And he will have more runs for his team. 4 of them, 72 for 5 now. Last ball coming off the 8th over. They're just taking it deep as bowling so many extras. And again played nicely. This time on the onside, and that's gonna go for 4 again. That's back-to-back boundaries from Krishna. He's playing a gem of a knock. 2 boundaries on 2 balls. 8 gone, it's 76 for 5. Hush, new bowler, and he gets a wicket on the first ball. What a start to his spell. And is a very pleased man. Just look at that ball. Keeping low and dusting the batsman out. Royal Warriors lose their 6th. It's 77 for 6 now. It was a no ball actually. It was a free hit for the man. So that can't be taken as out. And luck for Krishna Belova. 78 for 5 only. That's a dot bowler, but eventually wicketkeeper not able to stop. The ball is running away. And easy pickings. The runs are coming. They're coming at a good speed and a good rate and a good run rate, I should say. Will be 2 of them. And once again it's turned out to be a white ball. It's 80 for 5. And we are in over number 9. We have 1 over left after this gets done. And just look at the ball. It's completely wet. And now that towel being used to take that moisture off, being rubbed, and on the other side we have got a wonderful visuals of the moon caught into the frame. Back to the action now. It's wide again. How many wides you will bowl? You've got around 25 wides. That is a big total of extra runs, especially when you have got a T10 format for you. And takes the total on to 82 for 5. once again, it's a no ball. And it was bowled above the waist height, and we've got so many no balls, and once again we find a free hit. She's bowling no balls after no balls. It's driven on the upside. Can't feed the fielder at the circle. One more run. Another wide. We look at this over quite completely and closely. Only 2 balls have been bowled and a dozen of runs have been conceded. It's been a no ball, then a single, there has been wide, there has been wide, there has been no ball, there has been a single, there has been another wide. And this over is full of extras. The reason the bowler is not able to grip the ball properly. It is bowling round the stumps now. And good ball. That's a lovely ball. And again, my goodness, that's a wide. And Harsh, come on, young chap. You should bowl over the stumps and try to blow into the wickets. And now I guess he has changed his wicket. He has changed his end. He's gonna bowl over the stumps now. And he goes. This time played nicely, picks the gap well and picks it for 4 and gone for 4. That was a half volley. All he need to do just present full face, and he does, and picks it the direction nicely. 4 runs. And the score will be closing that 90, or is it gone completely past now? It's 93 for 5. 17 of the over with 3 balls to go. This is turning out to be the most expensive over of the innings. Captain keeps on changing his troops as we've got slips in place as well. Meantime, umpire helping the bowler in wrapping the ball, taking the wetness off. Maybe it will help the bowler to just have a proper grip. And there he gets ready. And that's a white ball. Oh my goodness. He is absolutely going through nervousness now. He's going through nervousness now. He says that he's not able to grip the ball. It's too late now. And he's having a word with his captain now. See what will they do. And the score goes on to 94 for 5. Kids category, Bharat Premier League, Rising Athletes, Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu the venue. And tomorrow onwards we will be live from KC Sports Club Jammu. Even though we will have some matches here at night, those will not be covered at all, and we will be covering the first 2 matches of the day out there from KC Sports Ground. And somehow Harsh needs to bowl those remaining 2 balls and complete the over. He's gone for 18 of his 4. And there has been lots of extras in the form of wides and no balls. Most of the wides were fine in this over. In he goes. And this one played beautifully. There is a fielder, and just a single is going to cruise. 95 for 5, and they are running towards a good score. And easy it will be for them to just cross that 100 runs mark. At the moment, if we look at the run rate, it's over 10, approximately 11 runs per over. And they will now to just go for around 100, 110, and again a wide. Oh my goodness. Harsh, the man filled with nervousness, is fluttering. And he's going absolutely out of his words, out of his mind, where to bowl and where to pitch. And this time full toss, and maybe, yes, it's another wide. 21 runs. Just look at that over. 9 balls bowled so far, and that's another wide. My goodness. 22 runs. And that has been the most expensive over. Harsh. Captain should come closer and have a word with him. You need to encourage him a bit. And you need to say him no worries. Full toss, and this time that's a good ball. A dot to finish. 9 gone. It's 97 for 5. Here is Suraj. Back to the ball last over. And bowled nicely. Played down to the point. And they're through for a run. I should say that's a very good score on the board. Partnership working 30 of 12. And just look at the runs on the board. Just too short of the century. It's 98 for 5. Suraj has picked up a wicket for his 2. He's gone for 1 for 22 of his 2 so far, and he's into the last over of his quota. Poor cat ball, 3 overs mostly, and bowled him! That's a lovely ball. And finally, Suraj picks the wicket and gets the last loss. Again, that low bounce does the trick. Royal Warriors lose their 6th one. It's 98 for 6 now. Romil, a fresh batsman who walks down to the centre with a jersey number 777. I tell you, the temperature has gone down a bit. It's very, very cold. And I can tell you that I'm feeling quite cold out here in the commentary box, and what should be the situation out there in the middle of the MA Stadium, Jammu. Next ball keeping low, not done by the keeper, and then will allow the batsman to come for a single. And the score just stays on 1 short of 100. It's 99 for 6 now. We've got just 3 balls remaining. Let's see how Krishna Belova will deal the seal now. And good ball. That's a lovely ball, appealing for the LBW. And umpire looked not interested at all. It was a very, very good shout. I thought that the ball was in line. But who knows what came in the mind of the umpire over there. Maybe just going outside that off stump, not hitting the wickets and not pitching in line. But a very good ball from Suresh, especially bowling that fuller length. Again beaten. That's again a good ball. And this is turning out to be very good over. Only 2 runs so far and a wicket. At one stage it was looking that they might cross 110, but look at that, it's only 100 for 6 and we've got only 2 balls remaining. Actually it's a white ball and the bowlers finding it quite hard to just grip the ball, being so wet, as we're going to factor on. And this time plays it. He was aiming to play it on the onside and just hit it on the off. And will come for a single. It's 101 for 6 with last ball coming up. How will Romil approach? What will be his idea? And I was going to deal that last ball. It's 101 for 6. Can he come down the track? And he's bowled him. A wicket on the last ball. And Suresh finishes with 3 for 24. The most successful bowler for Royal Kings. And ultimately they finished with 101 for 7 in their allotted in. So the target set for Royal Kings, it's 102. They have to go at 10.2 runs per hour to get to that score. Can they? We have to wait, as we will be back for the chase. 102 runs needed by Royal Kings. And Royal Warriors finish at 101 for 7 now. We'll be back. Till then you enjoy your time a little.
काफी शानदार बॉलिंग यहाँ पे गेंदबाजों के द्वारा, पहले ही बॉल में आउट करते हुए, इन स्विंगर का नुमाइंदा दिखाते हुए। काफी शानदार बॉलिंग, काफी शानदार बॉलिंग। मेरा नाम अक्षय गारू, मैं इस समय कमेंट्री संभाल रहा हूं। मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं हमारे सभी स्पॉन्सर्स का, जिन्होंने हमें सपोर्ट किया, जो हमें सपोर्ट करते हैं और करते आ रहे हैं। बस ऐसे ही हमारे साथ जुड़े रहें और ऐसे ही आपका आशीर्वाद हमारे साथ रहे, ताकि हम इस भारत प्रीमियर लीग को दुनिया की नंबर 1 लीग्स में शामिल कर सकें। अभी स्कोर चल रहा है 1 for 1। अभी एक गेंद बाकी है। काफ़ी शानदार गेंद कर रहे हैं लवित्रा कोल, काफ़ी अच्छी गेंदबाजी कर रही हैं। रॉयल किंग्स वर्सेस रॉयल वॉरियर्स, दोनों ही टीम्स जगती की हैं। पहली बार ऐसा एटमॉस्फेयर मिला है जगती के बच्चों के लिए कि वो एमए स्टेडियम में नाइट का मैच का लुत्फ उठा रहे हैं और ये मैच खेल रहे हैं। इस एज में तो हमारे को ये चांसेस नहीं मिले, ऐसी अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिली, लेकिन राइजिंग एथलीट्स और आशा भवन और हैंड्स फॉर ह्यूमैनिटी ने ऐसा अपॉर्चुनिटी इनको प्रोवाइड करवाई। रिलीफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस का थैंक्स कहना चाहते हैं हम, यूथ सर्विस एंड स्पोर्ट्स का थैंक्स कहना चाहते हैं हम, एमए स्टेडियम का थैंक्स कहना चाहते हैं हम, स्पोर्ट्स काउंसिल का थैंक्स कहना चाहते हैं हम, टूरिज्म, खासकर टूरिज्म डिपार्टमेंट का थैंक्स कहना चाहते हैं कि उन्होंने हमारे को हमेशा हमें सपोर्ट किया। मैं अपने सभी लाइव दर्शकों से कहूँगा कि हमारे साथ बने रहें, हमारे साथ जुड़े रहें। इस पेज को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा फॉलो करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें हमारे साथ। आप ये मैच यूट्यूब पे, राइजिंग एथलीट के यूट्यूब पेज और फेसबुक पेज पे देख सकते हैं। और बाकी हमारे जो लाइव कवरेज का सेटअप है, नवीन से आप कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। काफ़ी शानदार टीम है इनकी, काफ़ी अच्छी टीम है। मेरे छोटे भाई हैं, मुझे अपना बड़ा भाई मानते हैं और मेरे साथ काफ़ी सालों से जुड़े हैं। मैं चाहता हूं कि अगर कोई भी अपने लाइव मैचेस के लिए उनको कांटेक्ट करना चाहते हैं, मैं ज़रूर इनको कनेक्ट करिए। इनका नंबर इनके इसमें दिया हुआ है, अगर आपको चाहिए होगा तो आप मेरे फेसबुक पेज से भी इनका नंबर ले सकते हैं, नवीन का। नहीं तो आप मेरा नंबर मेरे से कांटेक्ट करके इनका नंबर ले सकते हैं, नवीन का। काफ़ी अच्छे इनका सेटअप है, काफ़ी अच्छी टीम है और काफ़ी टैलेंटेड है। यंग है, 24-25 साल इनकी एज है और इस एज में अपना एक स्टार्टअप खोल रखा है लाइव सेटअप का। बहुत ही अच्छा मेहनती लड़का है। कभी भी आपको लाइव मैचेस करने हो किसी भी गेम्स में तो आप कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं नवीन से। मैं चाहूँगा कि जो हमारी यहाँ की यूथ सर्विस हैं, स्पोर्ट्स काउंसिल्स हैं, जो अपने मैचेस करवाते हैं स्पोर्ट्स के जितने भी, तो प्लीज़ नवीन के साथ कांटेक्ट करें। ये लड़का काफ़ी टैलेंटेड और जम्मू कश्मीर का ही है और काफ़ी अच्छा सेटअप है इसका, आप इनके साथ जुड़ सकते हैं। बाकी मैं अपने दर्शकों से कहूँगा कि ये फर्स्ट टाइम ऐसा हो रहा है कि हमारी अंडर 14 की टीम जगती की 2 टीम्स पार्टिसिपेट कर रही हैं और आपस में खेल रही हैं। काफ़ी रोमांचक मैच है। अभी थोड़ी देर में आपके साथ जुड़ेंगे बाबा निसार साहब, सेंसेशन बाबा निसार। काफ़ी टैलेंटेड हैं ये, काफ़ी ज़्यादा टैलेंटेड हैं। कश्मीर से स्पेशली आए हैं इस टूर्नामेंट को कमेंट्री करने के लिए और काफ़ी नामचीन है। इनमें इनका नाम ही नाम है जम्मू कश्मीर में। 40,000 फॉलोवर्स हैं उनके फेसबुक पे, आप उनको फॉलो भी कर सकते हैं। वो हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजर्स भी हैं, हमारे पार्टनर्स भी हैं बाबा निसार। कोई भी अगर स्पॉन्सरशिप के लिए कांटेक्ट करना चाहते हैं तो डेफिनेटली बाबा निसार के थ्रू हमें डायरेक्टली कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। तो बाकी अभी थोड़ी देर में आपके साथ बाबा निसार यहाँ पे जुड़ेंगे लाइव कवरेज में। मेरा नाम आपका अपना भाई, आपका अपना होस्ट अक्षय गारू। जय हिंद, जय भारत, भारत माता की जय।
Thank you, Akshay. And thank you for all these precious and valuable words for me. You were commentator Baba Nisar, and also coming up is such a great love for the live setup team, Mr. Naveen and his troops. So this runs, it's 1 for 1. And we're in the first of last ball coming up. And just beautifully bowled. Even though the wicketkeeper just fumbled a bit, and meanwhile enough of time for the batters to go for a bye. Finish with a single, first over gone. It's 2 for no loss, chasing 102 in get allotted 10 overs, but that wicket that is gone early at the top will be putting some brakes. Let's see how Royal Kings will just come out of that. There has been a lot of extras bowled in the very first innings, around 32 I can assume. Let's see what will be the bowling unit of Royal Warriors. Will they bowl quite straight line, quite a tight line in lengths? Whether we have witnessed some extras. And both the 2 runs have come in the form of extras. And now let's see who's got the ball in his hands to start the fresh over. Still needed exactly 100 runs of the remaining 54 balls. The run rate is almost 11.11. That is quite a strong task at the hands of the Royal Kings. It's Romil and way outside the off stump. That's a big wide, I should say. And these kids, they're playing under this floodlights. It's quite a strange atmosphere and environment for all these kids. They haven't been playing under lights. I guess it's the very first opportunity for them. What is the problem for all these kids is to grip the ball and not having a good and a nice grip. It's becoming wet, the div is on, and it's really giving them tough challenges on. And Paldam, what a ball! That's a lovely Yorker straight onto the middle stump. And Romy strikes, and Royal Kings have lost their second man. It's 3 for 2 now. We find another batsman, that's Danish Rana. Walks down to the centre to face the heat and the pace of the man, that's Romy. And coming back to that Yorker, that was a peach and a gem of a ball bowled by Romy. Spot on, and finds the ball on the target. Royal Kings struggling. Leaves the team struggling a big way. Here he goes, right arm over. Full toss on the pads, flicks well. The ball is running away. Will it go? I guess not. It will be cut off. And easy pickings for the man. Danish Rana gets off the mark. If you bowl just good line, bowl wickets to wicket, and just control those extras, especially that come in the form of wides. Royal Warriors are having an upper edge on the game, I can tell you. We are in over number 2. Current run rate over 3 and the required run rate is over 11. That's a big task for Royal Kings, and that should be a no ball, and it is a no ball. Plus it goes for 4. 5 runs will be added. And the bowler is completely finding it quite difficult to hold. Ball just coming out of the hands. Not having a good grip, not having a, I believe, proper hold. And this is why it's becoming completely impossible for these bowlers to just bowl continuously at a good line. Scoring to the double figures, it's 10 for 2. In goes Romy. It's a good ball. Hits him on his pads. And it comes out as a dot ball. First innings, actually, it was Royal Kings. They won the toss, but asked the opponents, it's Royal Warriors, to bat first. They batted well. They scored 101. And now looking at a very good control again, a wide. That's way down the leg stump. That should be a big wide, I should say. I was telling you that they will have to really control their line, especially not having more of the wides. In the first innings, we have around 30 to 35 wides. And the process continues in the second innings. Just look at this over. They've got around 2 wides and a no ball. That's played down to the covers. And will the ball go down to the fence, but stopped at the boundary? And the batsmen have got ample of time to come back for the 2 runs. 2 runs, taking the total on to 13 now. Got still 100. Beg your pardon, we have got still 89 more runs to get. That's a big task, a big challenge. But if Royal Kings keep wickets in hand, just wait for the balls in between, they have got a number of extras. They can put pressure on the team of Royal Warriors. Between, I was telling you, it's very cold now. Again a wide. That's way down the leg stump. The captain should come closer. He should have a word. Not necessary to go with the pace. If they just bowl slower, bowl medium pace, and just play on the ball on the right areas, they can manage and just contain that instead of flowing heavily. For 2. And we have been doing commentary, I guess, from the afternoon session. This is the 3rd match of the day. Kindly bear at the moment. I can feel that I'm not bringing more of the energy in the commentary. But here we come. It's another wide. It's turning out to be a very, very long over. Not having quite easy for these young kids of just mere and young age of holding and gripping the ball quite nicely. And this is all the due factor that's coming way. And it's 16 for 2 now. We are in just over number 2. Full toss. He was trying to play it across the line, and eventually the ball just going low at him, and he was not able to bring to the contact. And the ball goes just back to the wicketkeeper. In the meantime, they just ran away for another leg by. It's a very healthy run rate at the moment. If we look at around 9 runs per over. But the bowlers will have to really settle their lines. They will have to come back stronger and just bowl at the right in wickets. And again a wide. That's another wide. That's turning out to be a very expensive over. 11 runs off the over. Look properly and closely at this over, just bowl around 4 wides apart from a no ball. Just look at that. That was drifting again. The problem for all these young kids at the moment is to just have a grip and not having a control, not having a good hold. And it's all due to the dew factors making the ball completely wet, and now changing his ends, coming round the stumps. At this time a better line. And he managed to play it down to the square leg, and they picked up a single. Single to finish. 2 gone, chasing 102. It's 19 for 2.
हेलो, ओवर टू यू। 2 ओवर हो चुके हैं, 19 पर 2। बैट्समैन है तनिष रैना, जिन्होंने 5 गेंदें लेके 5 रन किए हैं, और साथ में है तनिष्क, जिन्होंने 1 गेंद लेके अभी कोई स्कोर नहीं किया है। काफी तेज गेंदबाजी लवित्रा कोल के द्वारा, काफी अच्छी गेंदबाजी। बाबा निसार इस समय बाहर गए हैं, वो आपसे अभी 10 मिनट में जुड़ेंगे। मैं चाहूँगा कि आप सभी दर्शक हमारे फेसबुक पेज को फॉलो करें, हमारे राइजिंग एथलीट के पेज को फॉलो करें। लवित्रा कोल का सेकंड ओवर, काफ़ी तेज गेंदबाजी, और यहाँ पे तनिष्क के द्वारा शॉट खेला, काफ़ी अच्छा गेंद और फील्डिंग करते हुए। सही कहा अभी बाबा ने कि बॉल को ग्रिप नहीं कर पा रहे हैं उसकी वजह से, ओस काफ़ी ज़्यादा है ग्राउंड में, और ऐसा एटमॉस्फेयर देना। इंटरनेशनल स्टेडियम हमारा जम्मू कश्मीर का मौलाना आज़ाद स्टेडियम, हमारे जम्मू कश्मीर का एक लौता इंटरनेशनल स्टेडियम जिधर अभी लीजेंड्स लीग हुआ, और हम चाहेंगे कि हमारी सरकार यहाँ पे आईपीएल मैचेस भी कुछ प्रोग्राम करें। काफी तेज गेंदबाजी लवित्रा कोल के द्वारा, 3 गेंदें कर चुके हैं और सिर्फ 3 रन दिए हैं। काफी शानदार गेंदबाजी कर रहे हैं लवित्रा कोल, और हमारे लवित्रा कोल छोटे हैं, अंडर 14 हैं, और ये वाइड बॉल बाई लेते हुए। काफी चुस्त और दुरुस्त है हमारे बैट्समैन तनिष्क रैना जी एंड तनिष्क जी। पहली बार ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है हमारे जगती के प्लेयर्स को। मैं चाहूंगा कि आप सब लाइव ये मैचेस देखें और हमारे बच्चों को सपोर्ट कर सकें। नो बॉल, तीसरा ओवर चल रहा है, 4 गेंदें कर चुके हैं लवित्रा कोल जी, और काफी तेज गेंदबाजी कर रहे हैं, काफी ज्यादा तेज गेंदबाजी लवित्रा कोल के द्वारा। तनिष्क रैना फेस कर रहे हैं बॉल को, और तनिष्क नॉन स्ट्राइकर एंड पे हैं। आप इस मैच का लुत्फ उठाएं। अगेन नो बॉल, काफी शानदार गेंदबाजी कर रहा है लवित्रा कोल। छोटा लड़का है, जगती से बिलोंग करता है, दोनों टीमें जगती से हैं। मैं चाहूंगा कि सरकार ऐसी अपॉर्चुनिटीज हमें हर साल दें ताकि हम हर कैंप से हमारे बच्चे यहाँ पे ला सकें, छोटे छोटे बच्चे। और मैं जेकेसीए से अपील करूँगा कि सर आप अपने ट्रायल्स कुछ जगती के ग्राउंड्स में भी ले सकते हैं, या नगरोटा का यूथ सर्विस एंड स्पोर्ट्स का ग्राउंड है, वहाँ पे आप ट्रायल्स ले सकते हैं। तो मैं सरकार से अपील करूँगा कि प्लीज़ हमारे बच्चों को ऐसे प्लेटफॉर्म प्रोवाइड करें, ऐसे ट्रायल्स हों जेकेसीए के अंडर 14, अंडर 12, अंडर 16, अंडर 19, अंडर 21, अंडर 23। तो मैं चाहूँगा हमारी सरकार से कि वो ऐसे प्लेटफॉर्म्स हम हमारे कश्मीरी पंडितों के लिए भी प्रोवाइड करें। तनिष्क के द्वारा काफी शानदार शॉट, 2 रन ले लेंगे। हम चाहेंगे कि आप सब हमारे राइजिंग एथलीट के फेसबुक पेज को सब्सक्राइब करें, फॉलो करें, और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करें ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग ये मैच देख सकें और यंगस्टर्स, जम्मू कश्मीर के यंगस्टर्स को सपोर्ट कर सके। जैसे ये बच्चे एक सपना लेके इस ग्राउंड में आए हैं कि ये इंडिया खेलना चाहते हैं, वैसे ही मैं चाहूँगा कि हर कोई इनको सपोर्ट करे, इनको ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म दे ताकि ये आगे बढ़ सके। और लवित्रा कोल की तरह, और ये तनिष्क का काफी प्यारा शॉट। 3 ओवर 29 रन, 2 विकेटें। 7 ओवर में उनको ये मैच जीतना है। बयालीस बॉलों में 73 रन, 42 बॉल्स में 73 रन्स करने हैं। पॉसिबल है, चेज कर सकते हैं, दोनों अच्छे बैट्समैन हैं, सेंसेबल बैट्समैन हैं। जैसे कि मैं बता रहा था आप सबको कि हमारे अपने ही इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के 15 से 20 ऑर्गेनाइजर्स हैं जो ये पूरा इवेंट देख रहे हैं, जो पूरा इवेंट संभाल रहे हैं और इस इवेंट को चांद चांद लगा रहे हैं। अभी ये लाइव मौलाना आज़ाद स्टेडियम से चल रहा है। ये अपने में ही जम्मू कश्मीर में एक हिस्ट्री में है कि पहली बार ऐसा इवेंट होने जा रहा है जहाँ पे 40 टीमें पार्टिसिपेट कर रही हैं। 10 टीमें वुमेन्स की हैं, 16 टीमें मेंस की हैं, 10 टीमें वेटरन की हैं। भारत प्रमोटिंग इंडिया, मोदी जी का इनिशिएटिव प्रमोटिंग इंडिया, भारत प्रीमियर लीग। एक लाइन पेश करना चाहूंगा। भारत का रहने वाला हूं, भारत की बात सुनाता हूं। काफी रोमांचक मैच चलता हुआ। आप सभी हमारे फेसबुक पेज पे लाइव ये मैचेस इसके लुत्फ उठा सकते हैं, पूरा भारत प्रीमियर लीग का। अगले साल और बड़े लेवल पे आएंगे और बहुत बड़ा टूर्नामेंट करेंगे जम्मू कश्मीर का। तो आप सब हमारे साथ जुड़े रहें, हमारे फेसबुक पेज से, हमारे यूट्यूब पेज से, हमारे इंस्टाग्राम के पेज से, और हमें ट्विटर पे भी आप फॉलो कर सकते हैं, राइजिंग एथलीट्स ऑफ जेके। अभी टूर्नामेंट का हाफ सदन पूरा हुआ है, तो अभी बहुत सारे सरप्राइजेस टूर्नामेंट में आने वाले हैं आप सबके लिए। तो मैं चाहूँगा आप सब इस टूर्नामेंट के साथ जुड़े रहें। 29 को फाइनल है इस टूर्नामेंट का, 29th। अभी चौथा ओवर स्टार्ट होने जा रहा है, जिसकी एक गेंद हो चुकी है। सूरज दर बॉलर है, काफी तेज बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं। प्रेशर आता हुआ बैट्समैन के ऊपर। तनिष जी का घर का नाम वासु है, प्यार से इन्हें वासु कहते हैं, और दूसरे तनिष रैना जी हैं। मैच काफी स्ट्रांग है, काफी रोमांचक मैच होने वाला है। लास्ट बॉल तक ये मैच जाएगा लग रहा है। वन साइडेड मैच नहीं लग रहा है, काफी रोमांचक मैच होने वाला है। तो ये मैच एक साइडेड नहीं है। तो मैं चाहूंगा आप सब जुड़े रहें इस टूर्नामेंट के साथ, हमारे लाइव टीम के साथ। आप सब इस मैचेस के लुत्फ उठा सकते हैं हमारे फेसबुक पेज राइजिंग एथलीट्स ऑफ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर एंड राइजिंग एथलीट का यूट्यूब चैनल। आप जुड़े रहें। सूरज दर, मुझे लगता है कि ऐसा लग रहा है कि शायद विकेट लेने वाले हैं। काफ़ी अच्छी शानदार बॉलिंग, सेंसेबल बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं और जल्दी जल्दी ओवर करने में बिलीव रख रहे हैं। और ये वासु के द्वारा शॉट, काफी अच्छी गेंदबाजी सूरज दर के द्वारा। कंट्रीब्यूशन है दोनों का, चल रहा है, काफी अच्छी पार्टनरशिप चलती हुई। सिंगल सिंगल ले रहे हैं। मेरे हिसाब से लास्ट के 5 ओवर में मैच खत्म कर देंगे। जल्दी आप मेरी शायद कमेंट्री से बोर हो रहे होंगे, बाबा निसार आपके साथ जल्दी जुड़ेंगे। चार ओवर की समाप्ति, स्कोर 34 रन, 2 विकेटें गिर चुकी हैं। 5वां ओवर स्टार्ट होने जा रहा है। रात के 10:30 बजे हैं। इन बच्चों में क्या जज्बा है, इतनी ठंड में भी काफी अच्छा मैच खेल रहे हैं। इनको ठंड भी नहीं लग रही है क्योंकि जज्बा है, क्योंकि सबकी आंखों में एक मैंने सपना देखा है कि सब इंडिया खेलना चाहते हैं। इनके अंदर एक जज्बा है, सभी इंडिया खेलना चाहते हैं। तो मैं चाहूँगा कि हमारी गवर्नमेंट इनको ये चीज़ें प्लेटफॉर्म प्रोवाइड करे। हम जो प्लेटफॉर्म प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, आप सब इस प्लेटफॉर्म के ज़रिए इन बच्चों को सिलेक्ट भी कर सकते हैं फॉर ट्रायल्स के लिए। तो आपको मज़ा आ रहा होगा इस मैच देखने में। अभी से कॉल था मुझे कुछ बच्चों का कि भैया हम जुड़ना चाहते हैं इस टूर्नामेंट के साथ, लेकिन काफ़ी देर कर ली है उन्होंने। लेकिन नेक्स्ट ईयर डेफिनेटली हम चाहेंगे कि अंडर 14 की भी कम से कम 10 टीमें हम अपने साथ जोड़ें, ताकि इस टूर्नामेंट को हम बड़े लेवल पे ले सकें। काफ़ी रोमांचक मैच चलता हुआ, रॉयल किंग्स वर्सेस रॉयल वॉर्सेस। 35 गेंदों में 64 रन करने हैं। काफी शानदार शॉट इस समय तनिष रैना के द्वारा, और अनमोल गेंदबाजी करते हुए। काफी अच्छी गेंदबाजी, काफी अच्छी गेंदबाजी। कोशिश कर रहे हैं, रिस्क ले रहे हैं ताकि ज्यादा से ज्यादा बड़े शॉट लगा सके, मैचेस को थोड़ा क्लोज ला सके। मेहनत में लगे हुए हैं तनिष रैना जी और तनिष जी। काफी अच्छा शॉट मारा था, आप रिप्ले में देख सकते हैं। और आप मैं चाहूंगा जो हमारे कैमरामैन से एक बार ऑडियंस की तरफ नजर मारे। देखिए कितनी ऑडियंस अभी भी स्टिल एमए स्टेडियम में इस मैच का लुत्फ उठा रहे हैं। आप देख सकते हैं इस समय टाइम 10:30 बजे हैं, फिर भी काफी ऑडियंस, काफी लोग चेयर कर रहे हैं इस टूर्नामेंट को। रात के 11 बजे तक इस टूर्नामेंट के साथ जुड़े हैं। 2 वेन्यूज में ये टूर्नामेंट चल रहा है। ये अपने में ही एक बहुत बड़ा टूर्नामेंट जम्मू कश्मीर में हो रहा है, भारत प्रीमियर लीग। तो मैं चाहूंगा आप सब राइजिंग एथलीट के फेसबुक पेज को फॉलो करें और यूट्यूब पेज को फॉलो करें, और हमारे लाइव कवरेज वालों को भी फॉलो करें। नवीन, माय यंगर ब्रदर, काफी अच्छे कवरेज करते हैं, काफी अच्छी टीम है इनकी। आप शायद मेरी कमेंट्री से बोर हो रहे हो, मैं गाता थोड़ा सा अच्छा हूं, लेकिन अभी गा नहीं सकता क्योंकि मेरा गला बैठा हुआ है। और काफी अच्छी टूर्नामेंट चलते हुए बस 2 गेंदों के बाद आपके साथ वापस बाबा निसार सेंसेशन जुड़ने वाले हैं। 2 गेंदे। हमारे बड़े भाई हैं बाबा निसार, कश्मीर से आए हैं स्पेशली ये टूर्नामेंट कमेंट्री करने के लिए। हमारे मेहमान हैं, हमारे बड़े भाई हैं, हमारे दिल के काफी करीब हैं बाबा निसार। आप सबकी दुआएं इनको मिलती रहे, इनकी सेहत ठीक रहे, बस यही चाहते हैं हम। आप सब बड़ों की ब्लेसिंग्स चाहिए इस टूर्नामेंट को, कि ये टूर्नामेंट जम्मू कश्मीर का वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट टूर्नामेंट कहलाया जाए। भारत प्रीमियर लीग। 5 ओवर हो गए। काफी मुझे लगता है आप सब मैच के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं और मैच को काफी गौर से फॉलो कर रहे हैं। तो अब मैं चाहूंगा कि आप सब ये मैच देखें, क्योंकि काफी रोमांचक मैच होने वाला है। 5 ओवर रह गए हैं, 30 गेंदे, 60 रन करने बाकी हैं। अभी आपके साथ बाबा निसार सेंसेशन, जिनकी आवाज में ही एक मिठास है। मैं चाहूंगा बाबा निसार अपना स्टेज पकड़िए. Over to you, Baba Nisar.
Thank you very much, Mr. Akshay Garu, sir, Vice President of Rising Athletes of Jammu and Kashmir, for all your kind words. And these words always, I should say, mean a lot for Baba Nisar. And looking at the equation at the moment, we're halfway stage through. It's 41 for 2 and still a long way to go for Royal Kings. They need 60 more runs, and if we look at the required run rate, they have to go with 12 runs per over. But if we look at the moment, the two batsmen in the form of Tanishq and Tanish Raina, they're not just middling the ball well, and one of these two have to take a bit of a risk to go for the acceleration. And let's see what will be the approach in the second half of this very important match of under 14 kids category under the banner of Rising Athletes. And this is Bharat Premier League live on one of the biggest stages, what we call under the lights of Maulana Azad Stadium, Jammu. So let's see who is going to have the ball in his hands to start the over number 6. So far they have been quite silent, even though we have found a lot number of extras in the form of wides. Let's see whether these two batsmen will take the aerial route and give their team something to really cherish and remember all out the time that's gonna come in the future of their life. Kids enjoying absolutely great, and their parents will be quite close to the screens of their mobile phones on the official Facebook page of Rising Athletes. The match is stopped for a while. Maybe the drink spray going on as we are halfway stage through. And it's going to be, let's see which bowler has got the ball in his hands to start over number 6 now. It's all set, we're ready to go. And the required run rate just over 12. Needing 12 runs, a dozen of runs every over is always something very challenging. And I guess one of these two batters have to use the long handle. That's the only way to cope up this required run rate. And we've got women's category as well started today, wherein Sharda Mata Cricket Club just defeating Rising Himalayans in blue. That was again a wonderful, wonderful cricket match. It was a T10, but it was Costco cricket. And over here, back to the kids under 14 age category. And we are having another good match on the cards now. Let's see which way the pendulum is going to oscillate. Will it be Royal Kings or will it be Royal Warriors? And two not-out batters, Tanishq and Tanish Raina. Both are playing on 9 respectively and have got equal number of balls together. And now it's the time to just come with the celebration of their acceleration. Here is Sabe Raina, who just brilliantly... Oh, good ball! That should be a no ball, and it is. It was about the waist height. It turns out to be a beamer. And he has got the penalty, and it's a free hit. Once again, that grip is turning out to be the issue for the bowlers. Just look at that. It came off his hand and just went over the heights of the stumps. Next ball, down the wicket he goes. This one is in the gap, through the legs, and it's gone for 4 runs. This will just ease the nerves on the batsman. And this was a freedom for the batsman to use the license of hitting and killing the ball. And he got it nicely. 4 runs. And this will make the nerves quite easy for them now. Score quickly goes on to 46 for 2. And Tanishq, I guess he has taken the plan and maybe shifted to his plan B of just going for the acceleration. Stay tuned to Rising Athletes of Jammu and Kashmir. And this is a wonderful, wonderful event going on. Again, that should be a no ball. That's way over the height of the batsman. And again, it's turning out to be a free hit. Just look at that, bowling around the stumps. And it turns out to bowl it a beamer. That's not a good line. That's not a good ball, and he will have the penalty of having a free hit now. Second no ball after over. And if we compare the both innings, we have found around 35 white balls around. And if we look at the second innings, I guess around 15 whites have been bowled plus 7 no balls. And in itself, it suggests us that the bowling from both innings hasn't been great from both the teams. And I guess it should be quite easy for the team of Royal Kings now, needing 54 of 29 balls. If they just pick up those lengths nicely, wait for the balls, and extras are really helping them out. And not to provide some good metal on the pedal. Just stay on the crease, play natural cricket, no need to go aggressive. And look at that. Look at that. That's down. And that should be a big wide, and I guess it's a dead ball. It pitched out of the track. And umpire is looking completely justified for these young kids. And look at the umpire. His own way of giving it as a wide ball. It turned out as a dead one. And that was a wavered. And now he comes up with another decision. And I can't understand why the captain is not having a word with his bowler, Savir Raina. They should not try to believe in pace, try to bowl moderate and medium pace. And if they manage, try to bowl some slower ones, but according to the line, this time keeping low, not contacting, but they will run away for a leg by. The runs are coming. And the runs are coming thick and fast. If you look at the current run rate, it's approximately 10, and required run rate is over 10. But exactly 50 needed of 28 balls, having 8 wickets in hand. And again, that's low. And not a good strategy for the batsmen to play these balls. They will fight it completely different, completely challenging, so difficult to tackle the line. And at the moment, umpire just helping the bowlers and rubbing the ball off. Dew factor is absolutely creating a mess with the bowlers to adjust. And that should be again a no ball. I can't believe that. He's bowling round the stumps with that angle away from the batsman, and he should change the angle. And it can be done in many changes as ends. Another extra. Just look at that. Never in the rhythm and never in the frame. Royal Kings slowly and steadily coming closer. And I can see Mr. Vice President Akshay Garu sir is dancing out there off the window. He's having a wonderful time out there in the night under the floodlights of MA Stadium, Jammu. And today you got through the commentary of Mr. Akshay sir as well. Eventually he uttered some nice words regarding this Bharat Premier League, and that's a very wonderful initiative under the athletes, under the rising athletes of Jammu and Kashmir. That should be a wide again. Well, that's absolutely taking time deep. It's taking long, it's taking late. I can't understand. The partnership is working nice. It's 51 of 33. For the loss of 2 wickets. Royal Kings. Again a white ball. This is turning out to be out of the grip of Royal Warriors now. The bowlers are not finding it quite easy to adjust to the lines. They're bowling wides after wides ball. Just a matter, these runs are scored. This one swings the ball. That's going in the gaps. And easy pickings for Tanishq, and he will come back for 2 more runs. Trying to go for the 3rd, and just stopped by his partner. a matter of 45 more runs. And it should be just a piece of cake for Royal Kings. And extras have helped them a lot. And this is a dot ball. Still, this over turning out to be expensive, conceding 14. If you look at this over, this is turning out to be a long over. 3 no balls, 3 wides. And again, that's a lovely bowling. Dot to finish, 6 gone. And Royal Kings are 57 for 2. It's a bowling squad for you. Levitra Cole bowling 2 and getting expensive. Saverena bowling 1 and he got for 14. And the equation is now 24 balls and 45 runs. But the good thing for Royal Kings, they got 8 wickets in hand. It's been a very hard day for all the live setup personals, for camera persons, for commentator. Not there been so many extras in the first innings, and so we find in the second as well. This match could have been finished very early. Those extras bowled in between is taking it deep. And now equation 45 needed of 24 balls. In between, let's see who has got the ball in his hands now. Two umpires out there in the middle alongside the camera person from Alpha Productions Jammu. And they have been also doing a very fabulous job throughout the day, taking the clicks of those very, very important moments. Talking about the weather, it's turning out to be very cool, very cold and very biting. It's too chilly. These kids showing all their passion for the love, and that's their passion for the game of cricket. "57 for 2. Who has got the ball in his hands? In between, there is a change of bat. And Tanishq just changes his bat. Current run rate over 9, and required run rate is over 11. 45 from 24. Are taking a deep time over there. They should really take that note off. And now Nitin has got the ball in his hands with the jersey number 63 written at the back of his shirt. Now slips in place. We find a typical player at the back of the wicketkeeper. That is trading straight at the back of the stumps, that too deep on the edge of the boundary. Here is Nitin, right arm over. Good ball. All good ball. Why I do say, because it's a dot ball and that's straight outside the off stump. And if he just contains those extras, and if he bowls a very tight line, he can bring his team back into the game. 45 needed of 23 balls now. It's almost 2 runs a ball. But having those 6 wickets in hand, they're having an edge. This time played it on the onside, straight to the mid-on. And there will be easy pickings for Tanishq. They'll find a single, take the total on to 58 for 2. And out there, on the edges of the boundary, outside the boundary line, I can see some kids enjoying their time. And they're loving this day. This time, leading edge. There is a third man, and he will cut the ball off. Again, there will be a single. Single's not gonna hurt the bowlers of Royal Warriors, except those extras that are coming in huge numbers. And if they manage to just stop those extras, I believe they will be having a very good edge on the game. And this over is turning out to be a very good one. Just 3 balls ball and 2 runs scored. Again, a good ball. And Nitin is absolutely bowling a good line. Oh, had there been a bullseye, this could have been run out. And luck was favouring the man. And he got through. That was a fuller length. Manages to pick that onside player on the mid-wicket. And he picks up a single. Now he changes his end coming round the stumps. And that's lovely bowling. And this bowler has really bowled a nice line, good lengths. Although he has gone for 4 runs so far, but all importantly, he hasn't bowled any extra. He hasn't bowled any wide, no balls. And I should say that the captain would be having a complete faith in him to bringing him more again in the rest of the overs that are left. So far he has bowled 5 balls and he has conceded 4 runs. And this will definitely just take the required run rate up to the 12 now. It's 12.9.5, almost a 13 runs per over. And that's turning out to be quite difficult if they could not hit a boundary on the last ball. Last ball coming up after over number 7. And manages to play it straight along the track, straight to the bowler. 7 gone, it's 61 for 2. And a very good over bowled by just 5 runs off that over at this critical juncture of the moment. And now equation, we've got 18 balls and we've got 41 runs to get. And another change in bowling on the other side. We find Mayank Bhan. And he should take some confidence from that last over wherein there was no extra at all. And the good thing about the bowler, he was not believing in pace, he was believing in medium pace. Plays it straight to the mid-off, coming back for the second chance. But he is through. It was a bit of a fumble from that mid-off. And allowing the batsman to come back for the 2 more runs. It's a good start to the over. Knowing that we need to just go with 13 runs per over. They'll have to really play some sensible cricket. They can't afford to have dot balls. They will definitely love to take some boundaries. And last 7 balls have been on the money. There has been no wides, no extras. That's quite unusual you find on the track. You know, umpire not ready at all, the bowler just steaming into ball. And this is what kids can do. Not knowing it exactly where the umpire is standing, they were not ready at all and he was going through. Full toss and plays it on the onside, straight to the mid-on for another single. And this match is being covered by rising athletes of Jammu and Kashmir, and good thing for all these kids, LED screens are also installed. You can see the parents enjoying their kids on the big screen, and these are some grand moments. And a good ball, that's absolutely, I guess not, it's a wide. And after 9 balls we have found a wide. They were looking great, they were coming stronger. And now he just waves off and finds a white ball. 65 for 2. And the pressure is on Royal Kings. And they need to hit some boundaries to get close to their target. And that's the only way to do the same. Here goes Mayank into ball to Tanish Rana. Chips in there. That's up in there. Just falls short of the mid-off. The run will come easily for the team of Royal Kings. But the singles are not going to hurt the Royal Warriors at all. Know that they are well ahead over the game. And only one thing they need to just concentrate. That's to just bowl a very good line. Not allowing the extras to come through. We're left with 15 balls and 36 runs. That's the equation. And the ball just going down to the deep third man. They will come back for the 2. And easy pickings. Tanish into the 20s now. He goes on to 22. And he has faced 26 balls. And he should try to accelerate and use the long handle. Mayank Ban in his first over, conceding 7 so far, and he must be looking for a breakthrough. The wickets column, if we look at, there has been only 2 wickets that have gone by. The runs are completely dried up. Had there been not so many extras bowled by the bowlers of Royal Warriors, the situation could have been something worse. Where after the last ball of the 8th over, the score remains on 69 for 2 now. Equation is 33 of 13 balls. That is quite expensive now. That's quite difficult and very challenging. Last ball from Mayank Ban. In he goes to bowl to Tanish Rana. Full toss and bowled him! What a ball! That was a lower full toss, and you can see the celebration. And absolutely no clues for the batsman Tanish Rana. He came down the track and he just missed that line completely, and that was bang on the target. Number 3 departs after the completion of 8. It's 69 for 3. An equation, we've got 12 balls left and they need 33, having 7 wickets in hand. Saksham is the new arrival to the crease, and he has got a lot of responsibility at his shoulder, and he comes at the situation when his team is going through some pressure situations. 33 of 12, and it's a very challenging job now. Except we find some extras, I guess that Royal Warriors are on the upper edge. And umpires should just take a keen note of it. They should not take it long. And I guess Nitin should be the bowler who bowled a very great over. Just conceded 5 only. And there I can see he has got the ball in his hands. 33 of 12. Balls, 33 runs, and Nitin having the ball in his hands. It's Nitin back. With equation it was screens 33 of 12. Can they get to the miracle? Third man in place at the shorter position. Here is Nitin, right arm over. Full toss, plays it nicely. And there is a protection. Only a single will accrues. And if a single or a double just happens on the every ball, still they will not do it, except we find some boundaries. They need to do something big and something extraordinary. 32 of 11. And I guess it should be a wide. Yes, it's a wide, and there will be 2 more runs. That's what I was telling you. You have to be quite controlled on the line. If it can hit, it can be hit for 4. It should not be a wide ball. Here goes Nitin. And a good ball. And they're through for a single. I guess he's out. I guess he's out. And up goes the finger, and there is a celebration. And Royal Warriors are pumped up. They've got the man. But all importantly, it will be a dot ball. It's 72 for 4 now. Wonderful job behind the stumps by the wicket-keeper. Just dislodging the bails in the stipulated time. 10 balls remaining, and we've got around 29 runs, rather 30 runs to get. Just look at that. Wonderful job. Wonderful keeping in a safe pair of hands. Just whipping the bails off and sending the batsman back to the pavilion. A very unfortunate manner for the batsman to be given out. Suraj comes down to the center now, having a challenge at his hands. The question is whether he will accept this challenge. 30 runs needed of 10 balls. And they should rain boundaries. And that's full toss. That's played beautifully. And that's gone down to the fine leg for 4. It's a no ball as well. 5 runs will be counted. And I was telling you that if he can be hit for 4, but he will have to be quite straight with the line. Just look at that. That was a way over height. And it's a very good decision from the umpire to decide it as a no ball. So there will be a free hit now. And Suraj can take the full advantage of that license, of that freedom he has got. 25 of 10 now. This one has been played nicely. And that is in the gaps. Oh, goodness me. Slipped. And allowing the batsman to come back for the 2 more runs. Oh, goodness me. Have to look closely whether they are through. And I guess there is 1 run short. Umpire signaling. And all their hard work just doesn't pay off. They ran through, and just there will be 1 run only, as 1 was short run signaled by the umpire. Umpire showing his presence of mind. Is a very, very active umpire. And once again, this one has been played nicely. There we find the protection at the deep mid-wicket region and 2 more runs. And trying to come back for the third, and there was no possibility. 8 balls remaining. Just look at the equation, 80 for 4. And still a long way to go. Who will have the victory? Will it be Royal Warriors or will it be Royal Kings? Down the track. And that low bounce actually got better of the batsman, but a very, very good ball at the moment. A dot ball at this critical moment will allow the bowlers to feel quite easy and free, and will put extra pressure off just acquiring that required run rate. Just look at that, it's closing 90 now. 22 of 7 balls. That is something very challenging. And it's looking an uphill task. They're under the heat, they're under the weather. And again, it should be a no ball. And just look at the umpire. I guess it was about the waist height. Has it been given a no ball? I guess now. 9 gone. It's 82 for 4. And 90 needed of the last 6 balls now. Just 19 needed. Another 20 needed. Correction. 20 off 6 balls. And Mayank Bhan has got the ball in his hands. And if he doesn't bowl any extra, any wide or no ball, Royal Warriors will feel the upper edge of the game. Here he moves in. And plays it down. The ball is running away. It will be stopped. As there is due, the ball is not going at pace, and they started off with a double. Earlier it was Royal Kings, they won the toss and they opted to field now. But overall it has been a very wonderful contest between these two young teams of under 14 category. 18 needed a 5. Here goes Mayank. He will be eyeing to bowl some dot balls. That's a good ball. And a dot ball having a shy, and he's run out. He's run out, and a very good presence of mind by the wicketkeeper, not throwing and just getting close to the stumps and wiping the bails off. And we find another man, another batsman biting the dust now. It's 18 needed of the last 4 balls. And that is something quite impossible now. Look at the time, it's 11:15. That's very late now. And on account of those extras, on account of those white balls, this match just went deep. 18 needed a 4 now. The left-handed batsman, it's Googie, who bowled nicely, and he can bat nice now. 18 needed a 4. And if he picks up 4 boundaries, still he will not do it. He needs to pick up a 6 and 3 boundaries, and that will do the job. In goes Mayank. And beaten outside that off stump. They are running for a single, but still this single is not going to damage Royal Warriors at all. 17 needed of 3 now. And he's looking at the smiles. They are just pushing their hands together, knowing that they are well ahead. They are in the situation wherein they can't lose the game now. And it's 17 needed of 3. Beaten. He is beaten. He is beaten, and it's a dot ball. They can't lose from here onwards, and all of a sudden everything is about to get shut off. We are getting battery low now. And we are having 2 balls and 18 runs to get. And 2 balls, 18 runs. Another 17 runs. There goes Mayank Van. And this one is up in there. That's going to fall in no man's land. And that's not going to hurt Royal Warriors at all. Pick up a single. And we're up to the last ball. 16 needed. And oh my goodness! That was needed not at all. He threw at the non-striking stumps, missing the target, and they're running away for another run. Just look at that closely. He was down the track. He managed to pick the length early. And then there was a misfield, fumble, and allowing the batsman to come back for the 2. 14 of 1 ball. Let's see what will be the results of the final ball. But Royal Warriors are on the verge of the victory. They're absolutely going to be ecstatic. And they're in a happy mood. And they've got all the reasons to be so blissed. Here goes Mayank Van. And it should have been wide, but he got across. And congratulations to Royal Warriors for winning this match by a big margin of 12 runs. What a great performance. They lost the toss. They were asked to bat first, scoring 101 for 7. And then they just bowled very disciplined, especially in those last 4 overs. And having a victory with a big margin of 13 runs. Congratulations to Royal Warriors. And that's all what we have from this under-14 kids cricket match. Hope you have enjoyed this wonderful event. And we will be back with you tomorrow early in the morning from KC Sports from 10 a.m. Till then, you enjoy your time. And this is your English commentator, Baba Nisar, taking you back. And hope you have enjoyed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.